lineup, I believe. So he'll be replacing Jolis. We got him back, and then next to him we will have the big boot man again, pink hair, don't care. And we are tipped off here, our losers round 2, our final game before we head to the finals as Boot starts us off with a big slam.
He got that slam early. He's about to start talking and yelling. Don't be surprised if you hear him across his microphone. That's how loud he is.
We know that he's already talking before he even scores. He's talking trash all day, all weekend.
For sure.
Fun.
Gotta love the energy from him. I think that's something that in the previous years throughout the process of being drafted, people love to talk about his stage. I believe that he's able to produce that for his team.
He's got real stage energy. Yeah. Some guys got that big stage energy. He's got that real stage energy. Yeah. Let's talk about you a little bit, my man. I mean, I've known you for a long time. I remember when you were trying to make the league as a player, then you're trying to make the league as an analyst. You just had a great understanding of 2K, just trying to find your home. Now you found your home in Kingsguard Gaming. You and DJ Layton trying to turn the franchise around. Tough year for you guys, but what has it been like being a coach now of an NBA 2K League team after your journey?
I think it's been a beautiful thing. When I transitioned from being a player and transitioning to being an amateur coach, attending the UPA in Dallas, UPA in Philadelphia, being able to see these guys' lives change at the blink of an eye, seeing them grow as players, and not only as players but grown men, it's been a beautiful thing, and it's inspiring. I kind of took it upon myself to be more so of a mentor. And I think I've enjoyed the process of them, seeing them elevate their game, seeing them be able to merge with other people that they didn't see themselves merging with. And it's just a beautiful process, and it all makes me feel my part in the process.
Well, it's great to see you decked out in Kings gear, man. I'm proud of you. It's fun. It's been great. So many new coaches coming into the mix, right? You got all the original 1 and 2 guys starting to come in. Nate Call with the Knicks now. Right. Raymond with the T-Wolves. Got a couple community members coming along. Len just got the job with the Warriors. You're obviously with Kingsguard Gaming. So it's just great to see our coaching staffs. They're so versatile. They're so unique. They come from so many different parts of the community. And I think that trend will continue. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple years all coaches are probably members of the 102 or our community members. We'll see how that goes down, but it's been great to see the coaching ranks kind of match, I guess, what we've seen over the past couple years on the player base as Tutak knocks down his first shot of the game.
I definitely feel like as time goes on, the players that are just super passionate about this, that don't have any other interest in what they love and do for so many years and so many they're just going to look at it like, you know what, I'm going to continue to change lives. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think Raymond was a prime example of that. Yeah. Stepping into that.
Raymond's going to be great. I can't wait to see him as coach. This is going to be fun. That three-pointer is going to fall. Nice shot there from the right wing. And they're getting no screaming. There they go. You got Retro and Boot starting to get at him. That's the fun part about Retro, too. Young kid, really come up in the community the past couple years, and it's great to see him on stage with this ESGN team. That's a big opportunity to give to a young guy, right? You look who's around him. He's playing with Awkward. He's playing with Spam and Benzo, and such a crazy rise to the top of him as King's World throws it down. He changed his hair. I don't know why King's World has yellow hair now, but hey, yellow hair don't care.
He got rid of that bad juju. He struggled to shoot in that last series, and I think he knows it. I think he's trying to make a statement in this next game.
I thought point guards were the one who would always change up all their accessories.
Oh, have you not seen Icy the GOAT?
Does Icy do it too?
Changes his appearance every game. In between games, Icy changes his appearance every single game.
That's so funny. Hey, point guards are playing all kinds of positions nowadays. So I guess it's only fair that their trend starts to go to the other positions too. We got point guards playing center. We got point guards playing lock. I can't keep up. Let's see if the defense can keep up with BP as Tiki throws it down. We got a 3-point game.
So much gravity he attracts with those dribble moves.
That's the great, I think, new buzzword of the NBA 2K League is gravity. Guys kind of, crushing defenses, kind of pulling defenders out of spaces. I think as 2K has gotten more and more advanced, as Boot goes down the lane, as 2K has gotten more and more advanced as a basketball game, you go back and watch league games back in Season 2 and Season 3, and then you go back to see what we did last year. I mean, it's two different esports. The advancement has been incredible.
I definitely agree. I think when you look at the growth within that process, has been in the moment you just looked at it and enjoyed it as a fan, and now when you go back and look at it from my perspective, with my journey of being a coach now, you get to see the difference between player in year 1 to player in year 3. like, per se, if you looked at season 2 or season 3 rating, you're able to see the gravity that he attracted in that short space of time. The dynamic scoring, being able to utilize the whole court, getting to certain angles. It was just crazy. But now, the younger guys, they kind of don't experience that. They look at the newer version of that, which is you have your hoodie ties, you have your Kai Iversons. I think it's a beautiful thing. But, you know, I guess that's what happens with time. You forget about those.
Yeah, forget about the old heads, man. It's all about the new generation. And defensively, too. I mean, you know, we were talking about this during eFIBA, where, you know, you have all these international teams. They all play such good defense now. They got rotations.
Yeah.
They know where they're supposed to be. You know, I think it was incredible watching, you know, Coach Nick with that Brazil team, just watching their, you know, evolution over the course of that tournament, seeing them learn how to play professional defenses, seeing them execute really high-level stuff. You know, water always finds its level, and I think, you know, with how the North American scene has kind of raised the level, you know, water always finds it, and I think that Europe and the rest of APAC, they're really starting to match the, I guess, the tempo and the pace and the intensity that we have in the league now. I'll be honest, those eFIBA teams that we saw in Sweden, they'd kick a lot of teams' butts in season 2. They would have been able to compete with any of those guys, so we'll see how many more of them get into the league, as that's going to be a missed shot down the lane. We got a tie game with 12 seconds to go. How about the three-pointer, you bet? BP gives him the lead by 3.
He has been dialed in the entire UPA event. Literally has been dialed in.
Hey, you want to talk about guys whose stocks are going up? He's been doing the most. Justin, great pass to Retro. Whoa, and it rims out. Can't quite tie it up. 0 for 2 for Retro from 3. But a great find for ForgiveJustin. You know, another guy, you know, let's talk a little bit about 3v3. You know, your first time coaching league was last year. We really had these 2 separated 3v3, 5v5 season. How did you see threes impact the game of fives over the course of last year?
I think threes is definitely a good kickstart for guards to get familiar with their game and gain traction going into 5v5. I think the guys that take it serious and actually utilize it for what it's worth and, you know, just appreciate and take in the game mode are the guys that get the most out of it, because you come in with your lockdown and power forward and lockdown and center, and in the special cases where you have a shooting guard like Johnny Red that can play the power forward position. Exactly. You're just blessed in that regard, and then you transition into fives and you have an idea. You have some type of identity, whether it's in pick and roll or if you're running over another. So I think it's a great thing, and I think it's just a matter of you actually wanting to value it versus just saying.
I mentioned this to Joe too. You know, it's going to be great for those guys who are a little bit more three-centric. You know, just the way that the season is structured now, where if you're an elite threes prospect, but you kind of need to feel your way out in the 5 side. Let's take a Fanta or ForgiveJustin. Having threes first is so great. You get comfortable on the league build. You get comfortable with the builds. You know, the archetypes as well. You start figuring out the badges, how things interact on the league build, and then 5 starts. So you're already warmed up. You've already played 60, 70 games on the 3v3 side of things, and it just means that much more. So I'm excited to see how many more threes guys start getting in. We saw it last year with some of the stage guys starting to make an impact. We'll see if Justin and BP will add to that list, as we got a 3-point game here. 3.5 to go in the first half. Got my guy Lavelle Cole with me now. Do you still go by Versa, or are we just strictly Lavelle Cole now?
I kind of just let that in the past. You know, I don't think anybody's gonna ever just let that name.
Yeah, you know.
So it's just one of those situations where, you know, if people refer to me as that, it's completely
right.
Yeah.
It's like a second name at this point, you know.
Exactly.
Well, here we go. BP's got badge, so we'll lock in here. 10 on the shot clocks.
It's a dangerous man when he has the.
Oh, the behind the back. Come on, man. Oh, what a shot. BP feeling himself. 23-17. That man is nasty. He's got 15 points, 5 of 5 to open up the game from behind the arc.
5 for 5 all threes. That's impressive.
Looks like Benzo out there. Up to Tutak. Super shooting guard prospect. He's been quiet so far. They're going to give it to him to try to fight back here. Kingswold all over him. Nice pass to boot. They get the easy 2. More structured scoring from this white team so far. Nobody in double digits quite yet. But on the other side, BP 15 of the first 23 points here for Team Red. Let's see if he's got more in the bag. Ooh, that one's going to be picked off. Chose the pass. That one's going to get stolen. Tutak down low to Retro. They get the 2.
That's great patience from Tutak right there. Clearly, he could have stepped into that 3, and usually that's what we expect from him. But being patient, engaging the game, and making sure they get the for sure points right there.
BP gets it up to Tiki. Play this one slow. 2:20 left in the first half. Fanta slowing it way down. Trying to get into his bag. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get moving. Down the lane to the baseline. Back outside. King's World on the grenade. 3. That won't go. Nice board from Tiki, and he'll get fouled.
Great rebound up by Tiki right there, saving the possession.
BP over to Tiki. Gets it back. Under 2 minutes to go here. Each team has a foul to give. BP down the lane, the finger roll, not gonna go. Rebound by Tiki, and he gets the slam. Well deserved. 2 offensive rebounds, you're allowed to go back up with it.
Definitely. Saved the possession the first time, got it this time. He said, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself.
Y'all had your chance. I got you. 25-21 here. Great performance so far for Team Red in the first half. Tutak trying to get in his bag, and ooh, that one's gonna miss. Very late. He has not shot the ball well on stage so far today. That'll be a foul. It's funny, whenever he's been on these side stations, he has been absolute money. But that main stage has been a struggle for him going back to yesterday.
It's a rare miss from Tutak. Definitely not expected.
No.
Wonder what it is. They have to
with badge too, man. He's terrifying with badge usually, but not going to work out right now. And that's going to be just fine for the red team as they got a 6-point lead here. Minute 15 to go. Justin. A little shake and bake with Boo. That is an ill-advised shot. Tiki going to get the easy board. Now about a corner 3 for Fanta.
Knockdown.
2 for $1.
I think something that you highlighted earlier about Benzo, I think Fanta has that same gift. Like, if you miss on the opposing side and they get a fast break, 9 times out of 10, they're getting a quality shot, and it's going up, and it's going in.
Great block there from Tiki. He's got his Mamba badge going. Got the double takeover. Got to grind those builds, ladies and gentlemen. You want that Mamba. That's BP for 3. That one's going to rim out. Nice board from Tiki. Outside to Don. Great breath pass to Fanta. Can't get it to go. Tiki again and again. Second offensive rebound. Second dunk.
I think his motto is going to be, you only get 1 chance to green. If you don't do it, I'm doing it myself.
He's giving him 2 chances. Hey, you take a shot, I'll give it back to you. But nah, the second time, all me. The law of the center. It's a nice little floater motor there, 32-23.
Tiki's having a great game right now, just being in the right places at the right time.
Goes toe-to-toe against Boot, too. That's a really big matchup for him. They'll wind down the clock a little bit. BP with just a disgusting first half. 5 of 5 from 3 to open up the game. They got a big lead. It's Tiki can't time the meter. Going the other way. Tutak. Oh, he moves away from the foul. Can't knock down the 3. Wow, another uncharacteristic miss from Tutak. That's his 2nd of the quarter with badge that he missed wide open. Not used to seeing that.
Not used to seeing that.
Kind of freaking me out.
I'm actually shocked.
I don't like it.
I'm genuinely confused.
That's why we were having this conversation last night where, we were in the spaces, people were talking about, like, would you take Tutak over Benzo at this point? And my answer was a pretty, like, definitive, like, how dare you? But just like, no. Like, yeah. I'm like, Benzo is, like, the guy. Right. And I think Tutak is a great prospect, great shooting guard prospect, but I feel like we almost don't know what he's going to be like in a professional setting. Not like he's not a professional guy, but just as a professional 2K player. Whereas for Benzo, it's so much easier to just foresee him walking into the league, playing the same way and doing it. Whereas Tutak, he has the pro-level shots in his game, but he's clearly still learning that next level of 2K. He's a great shooter, don't get me wrong, but there's still some things that he's figuring out as a professional 2K player. He'll get it, though. He'll get it.
For sure. I think there's the experience that Benzo has, that he's been around so long. There's no knock to Tutak. I think Tutak is an exceptional talent. I think Benzo is just so familiar with the game and so familiar with those guys that he would be playing with.
Yep.
If he's playing like the score number 1 and score number 1, then it's just like a seamless fit for them, no matter what position. Credit to the spaces that I forget who spoke about it, but no matter what position he plays, but at the point guard position, he's definitely still exceptional. So I think anything he puts his mind to, he'll be able to.
He'll figure it out for sure. I'm excited to see Tutak in the rookie season. We'll see where he lands during the draft in January. As Fanta trying to improve his draft stock here. Oh, nice move, a little inside out. The foul is not a shooting foul. It is. He'll go to line for 2. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Definitely. A little D-Wade-esque.
Yeah, right a little bump into him, shot it. He'll get 1 to the line, looking for 2. He's got it. 9-point lead reinstated. 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd.
Coming into the second half, I'm expecting for Tutak to wake up right here and like really determine how this game plays.
He's only going to miss a couple shots until he gets really annoyed and starts just absolutely icing them. There he is. Never short on confidence. Gets it back to Justin. Great pass down low to Boone. Met at the rim, but it's going to be a foul.
That's a tough one. went full vertical.
Yeah, that's a tough guy. He put the hands up. I'm going to the ref on that one. It's like, what do you want me to do? I'm vertical.
Imagine if he could challenge plays.
That'd be fun. I like that. That would cause a whole lot of chaos, man. I'm just happy we have transition take fouls in the game.
Definitely.
I don't know about call challenges quite yet. 2K gods, if you're listening, they put it on the list. BP with it now. Nice screen there from Tiki. BP's going to lose the ball, picks it back up. Fanta will get a turn with it now. 10 on the shot clock. Got to get going. Fanta playing it slow, playing it smart. 1v1 with Tutak. Gets to the mid-range. Can't knock it down. Tiki knows with another rebound. This time, all he needs is one. He is eating
there.
down low.
He's just always there. I guess it's more so just like knowing that he's playing with two dominant scoring guards.
Yeah.
And he's knowing what at shot clock gets slow. It's no point in me staying up to try to get a screen out. He's just going to put himself in best position to play.
Nice play there from King's World. Fanta looked like he had the three. Probably smartly didn't take it. They'll take the free possession instead. Fanta back outside to BP. He'll slow it down. 15 on the shot clock. Over to the corner. Wide open King's World. Can't knock it down. Another rebound for Tiki. Knows this man is eating. Double-double already. We got a full quarter and a half to go. He's going up against Butu, man. This is a big matchup for a guy like Tiki. Knows. Got to show that you can do it against the best in the class, and he's doing it right now. Retro, mid-range, not going to fall. Tiki knows again. He's got 11 boards.
He's just everywhere right now.
He's a vacuum cleaner. BP, down low, great pass to Don. This red team is moving 40-27. What a run here to open up the second half. Fanta for three, off the turnover, another one. 16-point game.
This one might get ugly. This one might get ugly. They got to respond fast.
This team has outstanding chemistry. Team White is absolutely flummoxed right now. Justin can't do anything. Tutak can't do anything. Boot being out-rebounded. Justin for the long two. That'll fall.
Good patience right there. Break the ice a little bit. Slow the team down and try to answer right here with the run. They just got to collect it on the defensive end and secure some defensive rebounds and get into that half court.
Reminder for everybody, this is for a shot in the Combine Finals. No prize pool on the way, but bragging rights, winning the Combine always feels good. It's great for your draft prospects too. It's Fanta. Nasty mid-range shot. Great find for BP.
I've been noticing him spot up in that small, deep corner.
He likes that left side, man. He loves that left side fade.
And what I say from that, he's doing that because he knows that that corner can't get around to help.
And that's like such an awkward place for his defender to kind of find his spot because it's so packed down there. It's kind of a pro move there. It'll be a quick foul, 16-point game with a minute and a half to go. King's World. Gonna get it into BP here. Has gone into the playmaking chops here in the second half after starting 5 of 5 from threes. Missed his last 3 shots.
Bad foul right there, giving them 3 points. They already have momentum. Oh,
Ooh, he's gonna miss his first one. That's a shocker.
I'll take that back.
Fanta, take a deep breath. Take the second. He'll hit it. Sometimes you just rush it, you know? Sometimes you're excited. You're having a great game. You just accidentally hold down square too long.
They got to take a note from Don's book. He lets every animation play out for free throws. Every single
I saw yesterday you had Feast. He did his whole thing through, and his player like fake shoots as a part of his animation. I thought that was funny. Gonna miss the 3 there, 46-29. I get another throat lozenge after this. We got a long day of broadcasting to come. It's Fanta. Oh, behind the back, puts up the 3. That Mamba mentality badge is nasty, and he puts him up by 20. So actually, do you know what? Since you're here and you're a smart 2K guy, what is that? What is the new addition to this game? Why is everybody using it? What exactly does it do?
Are you speaking in terms of the Mamba?
Yeah, the Mamba badge.
So Mamba badge grants you, basically it's like Thanos. The Thanos.
Okay, so superhero badge, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you have playmaking, physical, shooting, finishing, and defense.
So is it all the takeovers combined into one?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So that's an easy way to explain.
And I think that's what where you have the 6'6" ability, even if you have Silver Limitless, you can shoot from
Anywhere. Okay.
virtually.
Okay.
But it also helps you with, like, you know that you can get those shots up, and if your defender's playing you to the hip, you can just get a blow by and go downhill.
So basically, the Mamba badge turns you into the Mamba.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot. Kingswood can't knock down the 3. Tiki knows gets the rebound, but that one's going to be picked up by D. Tutak trying to get something up. Down low to the boot. He'll get fouled.
Boot would have hit him with a pass back.
I know. But that's chemistry, right? And unfortunately, you know, they've only played a couple games together, but it's hard to always know where your guy's going to be. that will end our third quarter, 51-32. Our first real blowout so far on the main stage for the Combine. There's Fanta with the big old smile, one of the biggest content creators that we have in the 2K community. Shout out to him for all his hard work. He's done a great job this year, really vamping things up. He's really taken it to another level. I mean, his Twitch numbers are outstanding. His content has been great, super entertaining streams, and I think his run through ProAm has been really fun to watch.
Definitely. One of the things I admire the most about him is that his competitive nature never changes. Like, he's huge on the content side. He loves 2K, but he also just loves the competitive nature on ProAm. And just getting into that and playing against the best of the best is something that he's always spoke about, and he takes that with pride. So I love that about him.
Yeah, it's fun to watch him play. He's a good player. We'll see if he gets a chance back in the league. Maybe not even on a 2K League roster. He should at the very least be on a 3v3 community team. Maybe he'll be wave added. We saw that addition last year. You've been in the 2K League community for a long time. What did you make of the wave add function? We only had 2 teams use it last year. It was met with interesting levels of vitriol for the guys that were dropped and added and whatever. What do you make of the situation?
I think it's a great addition. I think at the end of the day, like, it's tough for any org, any team that has a team that comes into the league or starts the season and ultimately feels like they have to make an executive decision to bring in somebody that may be a better fit for them. It's tough on the team to make that adjustment. I think it's just about the timing and when, and if it's actually worth it. But on the flip side, I do think it's a huge responsibility for the prospect that's coming in to fill that role. Yeah. Because it's a lot of guys will either look at it like it's make or break, or they're looking into it as if, is it truly worth it? I might get a fair shot. But for the guys that did come in, I think Antoine Love made it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huge. That was kind of the perfect way for him to come in, right? I feel like during the draft process, it's not that it wasn't for him, but, like, he needed to be needed. You know what I mean? Like, he needed a team to need specifically him. And I feel like during the draft process, he never really found that fit. But, with the struggles that Charlotte was having at the time, they looked at the board and they're like, we need you. Like, we need you to come in and save us. And he did. Now, obviously, he's going to be on Toronto. Can't wait to see him with Ham and Gazuli and Seam. That's going to be a fun team in the Eastern Conference. But, yeah, Antoine Love's way into the league kind of fits him and his story and his kind of, FU attitude. I like it. And so far, I think he's kind of carried that attitude into the league. That's Fanta. Oh, the fancy step back. That won't fall. We got a 63-37 game. It has been ugly since that third quarter.
I'm not going to lie, Ben. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but we both know that step back was front run.
You got to do it sometimes, just right? Where's the Combine, showing off all your skills.
Try to get some highlights.
Yeah, exactly. Over to Kingsworld for 3. That one's going to knock down. Looks like we might have a player with a slight controller issue. Yeah, we're playing a little 4-on-5. Tutak way downtown. That won't go. Nah, he's just standing there. Puts up the 3. That'll be it. Fun game so far. We will have our finals. It's going to be a great matchup. BP, Fan and Company going up against Benzo.
That's a tough one.
That's the money matchup right there.
I'm going to be excited to see, because it's 2 teams that really thrive in the break. Yep. So seeing Fanta be able to run the break, seeing Benzo run the break, let's see who has that scoring ability when it's going toe-to-toe, and who's going to be the stable point at the center position that gets them those opportunities early in the game. I think it's definitely, of course, basketball is a game of runs, but what we've seen in this Combine is usually that team that makes the first run, it's hard for these other guys to respond because of chemistry, lack thereof of chemistry, or just pure talent.
We'll see that in the league too. I'm obviously not going to ask you about the Wiz, seeing as you're coach of a whole other team, but it'll be interesting to see, if they do take Benzo point guard, who they end up matching it with at center. Obviously, they got that late second-round pick, and with the way that the center talent is going and how many teams need centers, who knows who's going to be on the board at that point. Obviously, you guys might need a center as well, depending on what Bray does. Obviously, he can play basically any position at a decently high level. You got Carey down there as well. So we'll be excited to see how you guys remake that Kingsguard roster. Got pick 4, 10, and 18. Yes, nailed it. Let's go. I got DJ. Are you excited for, I guess this is your first official draft as coach. Are you excited for it? How are you feeling about it?
I'm super excited. I think that at the end of the day, just seeing those guys, a new set of guys come in, they call it the new era. Yeah. And recently we saw we were talking about Benzo, and we saw his profile, his name said new era. And I think it's funny that he put that, and now we're seeing all these groups of guys coming in. I think initially when the previous season closed, everyone had the thought process of just saying the draft pool is not that great.
Yeah.
And I think like as time and time over again, as piggybacking on something that you always highlighted.
Just gotta give it time, man. Just gotta give it time. People were saying that the draft class was bad in October. I'm like, the draft is next year.
Exactly.
Relax.
The game haven't even been played yet, so like just seeing like the rise of names coming around and being able to make a statement for themselves and showing that they can compete not only against their peers but against pros as well.
Yep.
And I think that they've gained that respect. So I think it's a very promising thing. It's only 34 spots.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great 34 that comes into this league as new additions.
Very excited to see how the draft ends up going down in early January. That'll do it for us here, 74-48. We're going to get Joe Vegas up on stage. Who you want to interview, Joe? Well, Fanta.
Fanta.
That should be a whole lot of fun.
Wonder what he has to say.
Oh, I'm sure he's got a whole lot to say. Tutak swishes a three. A little bit late there, buddy. Good to see him playing through. I'm not sure what happened with Justin's character. I don't know if it was I know he didn't grade out.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa. Is that a 72? What just happened?
He just threw a full court shot up.
He just threw a full court
net.
swish? Did I see that right? Whoa. That was crazy. Kingsworld got
what a way to
crazy
end the
on
game.
stage. I am stunned. Can anybody clarify what I just saw?
We just saw a shot go up, go in.
I just saw a shot go up.
And everybody's up and talking.
I saw 72 feet green. Oh, excuse me? Chat's going absolutely nuts. Wow. That was a fun way to end our losers final. And now we head to the finals as Fanta and company will be taking on Benzo's squad. Should be a whole lot of fun. Versa, before we let you go, Mr. Lavelle Cole, thank you, sir. It's been great to have you here. Good luck during the draft. Shout out to you and DJ Layton. Congrats again on both of you for your promotions. You both are really, really hard workers, and I know that team performance can sway back and forth, but at the end of the day, hard work never goes unnoticed. And we're excited, at least on my end for the league side, I'm excited to see you guys with these 3 first-round picks.
Thank you so much. Thank you again for having me, and let's continue to have a great event.
Absolutely.
FBA New England, if you're not tuned in, definitely tune in and continue to watch all the exciting games that's going to go on. So,
thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We're going to get to Joe Vegas for Fanta's interview here in a second once we get it all lined up. Appreciate it. We've had a lot of great guests today. Had Champ, had Joe, just had Lavelle. Nick is next. Oh, boy. Oh, well, this is going to be an absolute treat. Should be a whole lot of fun today, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a lot of great games so far. We got a lot of great games coming up for you. Remember, we'll have one more Combine game, which will technically be the finals of the NBA 2K League Combine. And then after that, we'll take a little bit of a break because I need to go get some food. And then after that, the UPA World Championship Day 2 begins. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And our first game on stage, I'll be the one to break this. It will be the Spicy Boys taking on KMT. And that is going to be an absolute must-watch matchup. Can't wait to see them go toe-to-toe. Little Tutak and Unguardable versus the world champs. Killy on there as well, hanging out with Feast. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait for that matchup to open things up. So once we get Joe on here, we'll have him with Fanta. No highlights from this round because I think the only highlight that we would want to see is the 72-foot green. So I think we're going to pass on the highlights so far. Waiting for our cameraman to come on over for the interview. And then we will get right into that with Mr. Fanta.